What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good, my peoples? What's goody? What's goody? What's goody? Let's get into this. What's good, my peoples? What's goody? Salute to the 317, my brother Phil in the building. JJ Short Deuce, my brother in the building. Larry Lopez in the building. King Alley is in the building. Poe Porter in the building. Fasholi Sean, what's up, nephew? He in the building. Chris J in the building. Marcus R in the building. Paul Vargas is in the building. Texas 16 South is in the building. King Vonnie 86 in the building. Will Smith, my brother, in the building. Dexter Haynes III in the building. My brother 8 is in the building. Joe Johnson, what's up, nephew? He in the building. AK Crowder, my brother, is in the building. AK, I gotta hit you up. David Mercado is in the building. Luis Bay is in the building. Gayata is in the building. KCG is in the building. Sean Connor is in the building. Omari Int is in the building. Jose Ayala is in the building. Kevin Jackson is in the building. Jesse R in the building. Sean Connor in the building. The Adventures of the Grappling Panda in the building. Chris is in the building. Phil 317 in the building. Cody Maxwell in the building. Claymore Rain, my brother, is in the building. Alex Rodriguez is in the building. DJ Say So in the building. King Alley in the building. Fred the Jig in the building. Tiger is in the building. Salute to the shot. 88 Sports Talk in the building. Shogun 76 in the building. Tech RD is in the building. My brother Marco Boxing is in the building. Hen Dog the Fearless One in the building. D Frank in the building. Eric the Megan Hatcher is in the building. The Surfside Jetty channel is in the building. Lavelle Cannon in the building. Jimmy Bernard is in the building. Devon Rogers is in the building. Randall 700 in the building. Jonas Awumi is in the building. Ghost Sad is in the building. GSPN Channel 9 is in the building. Castro Money in the building. Texas is in the building. Judah 773 is in the building. Okay, AK, yeah, do that, family. Nat King Cole Jr. is in the building. Herb Winston is in the building. Castro Money is in the building. Ronald Lucent is in the building. NC Tire Spy is in the building. Texas 16 South in the building. Kingsley Cornelia is in the building. Muhammad Kareem is in the building. Javon Hayden is in the building. Papa Seed is in the building. Salute to the 51631 in the building. The Titan Spartan in the building. Black Rob is in the building. The beautiful Queen Tiana Scott is in the building. Cedric Boulware is in the building. Young Hollywood in the building. Wavy Bay in the building. Back End Kid Deuce in the building. Chef Amazing in the building. Mr. Ethical Guru in the building. He said, Blue, you got so many sources wrong. Reports wrong. Who is your source? Now, Let me ask you a question. D-Tay Bracken, what's up? Colin Frederick, Monty Norman, what's up? My sources didn't get anything wrong. The sport of boxing is fickle. Everything in the sport of boxing is subject to change. So therefore, you said I got so many things wrong. No. BVJ Trey, what's up? BVG Trey, what's up, family? D-Tay Bracken, what's good? My sources are right? The thing is, everything in the sport of boxing is subject to change. Jonathan Green, what's up? The sport of boxing is a fickle sport. In 1 second, Mr. Now he said I'll be clout chasing Tank. First you said I got so many things wrong. Now you're saying I'm clout chasing Tank. Which one is it? I'm proven, brother. My background is proven. If you don't think by now that I know people and I have sources, then something is just wrong with you and you're just a hater. That's just the bottom line. Michael Parsons, what's up, family? Yo, Blue, who wins, Thurman or Tszyu? Respect to the UK. Salute to the UK. Amir Rogers, what's up, family? Mr. Neezy TV, what's up? You have people that come here, they are more concerned with me being wrong than actually being fans of the sport of boxing. Now he's saying he went from me getting so many things wrong, right? But I have never, ever seen this person a day in my life. He didn't come here and support. He don't do nothing. He don't participate on this channel. Mr. Jannar Hill, what's up, family? But now he pops up, and the first thing he says, I got something wrong. But I have never seen him when I got something right. So when I get something right, why don't you come here and question my sources? But at the same time, when I tell you something that changes and I get something wrong by your standards, then you want to come here talking about what I got wrong. You, my friend, you are the epitome of a hater. King Vonnie 86, what's up, family? 3800 Ernesto in the building. You said Tank fighting Pitbull, then said Jose, then you said Frank Martin. You making money off Tank. No, I'm making money off of you. Red 937-100. What's up, family? And guess what? Let me say something else to you. Malik Black, what's good? The fighters are also making money off of you. How Jay-Z said, AK, how Jay-Z said, smarten up, young man. Stay in your lane. So I could come through doing 100 and change. So I don't know what you're talking about. Go say what's good. So the first time when I get something wrong, you like to rear your head. But when I get something right, you stay in your cocoon. If anybody here by now is questioning, do I know people and have sources, you are just a definition of a hater. That's just the bottom line. Marcus R., what's up, family? If you don't think by now, okay, first of all, Ryan Garcia posted that he was fighting Rolly Romero. He is the actual fighter. He said, I'm fighting April 20th against Rolando Rolly Romero. Jonathan 97, what's up, family? Southwest Dice, what's up? Band up, what up, nephew? And he is the actual fighter. And then he said, he turned around and he said, oh, they lied to me. So therefore, the question is, that's the actual fighter. So if the fighter doesn't even know, then everything is subject to change. Quincy Carter, what's up, family? You gotta make it make sense before you come in and you start speaking. You have to start making it make sense to yourself before you come here and start speaking, just because you can. Robbie Jones, what's up? So therefore, right? I'm pretty sure, right? This Keith Thurman and Tszyu fight. Tszyu thought that he was fighting Jermell Charlo. Then Jermell Charlo ended up turning around and fighting Canelo Alvarez. Tszyu was already preparing for Jermell Charlo, and then Jermell Charlo then pulled out the fight and fought Canelo Alvarez. So Tszyu don't know what he's talking about? Tszyu is just clout chasing? Now, let me give you another example. Keith Thurman was supposed to fight Errol Spence. Keith Thurman signed his contract to fight Errol Spence, and they had the date and everything already set. Errol Spence just decided not to fight and not to sign his portion of the contract. So does that mean I was lying? Make it make sense. Use your own brain. See, this is what's wrong with the sport of boxing. They have these fickle fans that are just fans of fighters and just like to be detractors. You're not a fan of the sport of boxing. You're just a detractor. You're more concerned with me being wrong than actually seeing the best fight the best. We got my brother, my co-host, A-Side, Armstrong Consultant, Ring Rivals with my brother A-Side in the building. What's up with your family?
What's going on, Blue? How you feeling, great brother?
Oh, let me fix the the mic again. So the first thing he want to come in, oh, you got so many things wrong. Okay. Ask him why.
Who said that? Because I just came in on the soundboard, just getting off to somebody.
So the brother quick to talk about, oh, you got something wrong. Ask yourself, why did I get it wrong? Not so smart guy. Ask yourself this question. Ben Davis, what's up? Not so smart guy. Do you think that Al Heyman and do you think that Amazon and the PBC went into this thing thinking that Keith Thurman versus Tszyu was going to be the headline opening card to announce PBC's new introduction and relationship with Amazon Prime?
Hello, Alex. How you feeling? Great.
Now ask yourself that question.
Salute, Larry Lopez.
Tony Ferguson said you do be wrong, Blue.
Salute, Monte.
No. What? Yes, salute. The whole sport of boxing is wrong if you don't understand.
For sure.
Don't tell him out. Don't block him. Don't do anything. The entire sport of boxing. He said you do be wrong. Okay, how come you never come here and say you do be right?
Again, Quincy Carter.
Right. Eddie Hearn was of the mindset that they was fighting Devin Haney, and at the very last second, Ryan Garcia says, "I'm pulling out negotiations with Devin Haney. I'm going to now begin negotiations with Rolly Romero." So if I told you that Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney were set to fight in March or April, was I wrong? Was I wrong? He said you claim to be the top guy, but your predictions wrong, title's wrong. I don't claim to be anything. You placed me in that position. You ain't never once heard me say I'm the top guy, anything. I don't have to say that. Mangus Allen, Stephen 47, Deuce was good. A-Side and chat. Have any of you people, great people, have any of you great people heard me say I'm the top guy?
No, I never heard you say you're the top guy.
Right. So I don't know what he's talking about. Motorsports was
never
good.
Heard you say that.
You listening to too many people. See, that's what happens. You start to dibble and dabble on all these different platforms, and then you come over here and confuse it. You ain't never heard me say I'm the top anything. There's no such thing as the top anything. How could I be the top guy? The top guy of what? How could you be the top guy in the sport when they don't even have it right?
I don't know, Ahmed. I don't know when to fight. That's a good question. I don't think so. If we're fighting on the 30th.
How could I claim to be the top guy? He said in YouTube boxing community. You ever heard me say I'm the top YouTuber in this boxing community? I ain't never said that. Not once. Now you're lying.
But I always hear other YouTubers hold you in high regards. So.
Right. If somebody else hold me in high regards, if the family here hold me in high regards, I ain't never said I was the top guy, nothing. You ain't never heard me say that.
Yeah.
She said, oh, what's up? So now you're just flat out lying. I ain't never told you I was the top guy. I think Fanon is bigger than you. Okay, so go watch Fanon. Why are you here? Why are you here? Make it make sense. Makes no sense. And to each his own. I don't care. What am I supposed to?
Salute, my love.
My
Tam
feelings are
Scott.
supposed
How
to
are
be
you?
hurt. I'm quite all right in my own space, brother. Unlike you. I'm quite all right in my own space, brother. If you a grown man and want to say, oh, this grown man is, I'm quite all right with that, brother. Have at it. Joey S, what's up? If that make you feel sleep good at night, please have at it. More blessings to you and that, great brother. Colby Missing Tooth, what's up? Guillermo Maldonado, what's up, family? I don't care. More blessings to you and that, brother.
I wonder what they think that is supposed to accomplish. Them stating their opinion, as if you're supposed to get mad and agitated and go off on them about their opinion. If they like Fanon, hey man, that's what the platform is for. Different
That's what you're
content
supposed
creators.
to do.
Not everyone is for everybody.
Right. I think Fanon is bigger than you. Okay. And what did you win? Who won? Who got what? Big Sarge 31, what's up? I'm about results. Real X, Deal X, non-deuce. What's up, family? If you feel like that brother is bigger than me, cool. And I'm cool with that. Blessings to you and him.
That's something for the life of me I can't understand, Blue. I don't find myself in YouTube spaces with content creators that I don't agree with or I don't like. I don't know how they do that, how they take time out of their day to conscientiously stay in an environment that they don't like. I mean,
right.
I don't get that.
My thing is this, right? That's like saying, hey, you go to Fox and ESPN is better than you. Who cares? Do you think they care? I don't care.
For sure.
You understand? So,
for sure.
But anyway, like I said, so when it Big Herm, what's up, family? He said, why the super chat's not working? I have no idea, man. Do me a favor, people. Drop $1 in the super chat. Refresh the super chat. Let's get the super chats up, please, people. Drop $1 in super chat. Let's refresh the super chat, man. Support the channel, support the grind. As you see, they're playing super games. They're not allowing people to send a super chat.
Nah, sometimes they do it for like.
I don't know who raised these dudes, man.
It's weird.
They raised by wolves.
Like
John J. Doe, what's up, family? It's super weirdos, Phil. Hey, man, I think this channel is better than yours. Okay. But you paying us both. So who cares? Edward Torres, what's good? But anyway, Asai, so again, everything in the sport of boxing is subject to change. You understand? And so
right.
Keith Thurman fighting Tszyu. Now get this. Right? So people talk about, hey man, you got mad things wrong. Cerebral one, what's good? Now, this is how you know this came in the last seconds. You know how you know? Right? Damian Perkins, salute, great brother. This is how you know this came about in the last seconds. The fight is at a catchweight of 155, and Tszyu belt, the WBO will not sanction it. They are not on board. They will not agree with the fight. If this fight was planned, all this time, it would not be at a catchweight, a 155, and Tszyu belt would be on the line. Why would it be at a catchweight? This is a last-second thrown together fight. And let me give you another reason why you know it's a last-second thrown together fight. Because Rolly was just negotiating with Ryan Garcia, and suddenly he's fighting Isaac Cruz just 5 days after negotiating with Ryan Garcia. Now, all of a sudden, he's on this card fighting Isaac Cruz as the co-main event. This is being thrown together.
Wow, I didn't even put that together. I didn't put that. So you put that together by just with the bits and pieces of information that you had.
Right. So Marvelous Tracks, what's up, family? He said can't send a super chat. Hey, people, do me a favor, man. Cali World, peace and blessings, beautiful queen. How you feeling? She said, Blue, why don't I get your notifications? Because they playing games. Nature Boy, what's up? Blake Donovan, what's good? You used to rock with the PBC. What happened to you, Blue? What are you talking about? I'm not a
Never
fan
not
of
rock.
a network. What's wrong with you, brother?
You
Are you
never
okay?
not rock with the PBC.
I have friends and relationships with great people at the PBC. I don't have an issue with the PBC. What are you talking about? What's wrong with you people, man? You dudes disgust me.
And that's such you and Leonard Ellaby got a great working relationship. I don't get why I don't get it. You know?
Right. You YouTube you people disgust me, man. I love Leonard Ellaby. I have close friends at the PBC behind the scenes. What are you talking about? He said you always blaming viewers on YouTube. Blake Donovan, do you have a channel? Do you have a platform? Where's your platform that we can subscribe to? Since you know everything. As a matter of fact, go ahead and block Blake Donovan. Get him out of here. I don't even want to see him. You always blaming YouTube. What are you talking about? I didn't say nothing about it. The people are talking in the chat. What's wrong with you people, man? Man, social media is something else, boy. You see the people in the chat are complaining that they can't participate, and you talking about I'm blaming YouTube. What are you talking about? Rico Law, what's up? You can't make this up. People have too much time on you. What are you doing?
Boy.
You don't have nothing productive going on in your life. Lydell Rose, what's up, family? If the people in the chat are saying they're having a hard time, what does that have to do with me? They're not getting the notifications. Stop blaming YouTube. What do? I individually hand out the notifications? Not so smart guy. So if people not getting the notifications, what does that have to do with me? Unbelievable. Jamal Dominique, what's up, family? Percy Glasser, what's good? What does that have to? If somebody come in and say, Blue, I'm not getting, the queen said, Blue, I never get your notifications. I said, they're playing game. Oh man, stop blaming YouTube. So who's holding back the notifications then? Who stopped her from getting the notifications? Who stopped her from getting the notifications? Me? Hey, so if you don't get the notifications, who stopped her from getting the notifications?
The person that was in charge of sending her the notifications.
It's me. Don't blame YouTube. I did it. Sorry, Queen. I didn't send you the notification.
Well, there's that.
Whatever, man.
So
what's up,
everyone
family?
in the chat,
Virginia Beach. What's up? Rob Montgomery. What's good? Yeah. Caleb Williams is a quarterback from USC. 4K, my brother. What's up with your family? So Saints here. What's good? So this is how you know. Jackie Hernandez, peace of blessings, beautiful queen. How you feeling today? So
I think I'm glitching on StreamYard, Blue.
Huh?
I said I think I'm glitching on StreamYard a bit. I can see myself
you're very cloudy.
Yeah, it's weird, man. Sometimes, and even when the fellas come up here, StreamYard will like kick them off at random. It's just weird. I don't get it, man. It's real weird to me. I want to see if it's like a rough patch or am I coming through clear to you, Blue? Am I coming through clear to you guys?
I can hear you clear.
You can hear me clear?
Yeah, you just cloudy.
Yeah, because in the phone I'm looking, I'm completely glitching. You're delayed. HI is streaming with, let me see. PS2 camera. Yeah, right. That's funny. Might as well be. Let me see.
Stephen X, what's up, family?
You want me to say like go out and come back in with that fixed, or you think it's like just a rough patch with
yeah, you could do that.
Yeah, let me see if I go back out.
I hear you clear. You just a little fuzzy.
Okay. All right, cool. Let's see if that works.
So anyway, yeah, this dude talking about, man, you used to be cool with the Why would I not be cool with the PBC? What does that have to do with this? Absolutely nothing. This has nothing to do with it. Absolutely nothing. Sylvester Solomon, 2011. What's up, family? Has nothing to do with it. Darryl, what's good? Salute to Chicago. He said Jalen Johnson staying in Chicago. Sorry. Who's Jalen Johnson? Oh, the corner? I'm just DF. What's up, family? That's the corner from the Bears? Stephen X, what's up? So, you know, Cinnamon Savage, what's up, family? Why is Keith Thurman fighting Tim Tszyu at a catchweight with no belt on the line? We have to make that make sense. Why would Keith Thurman be fighting Tim Tszyu at a catchweight, right, with no belt on the line? If this was planned, if this was a planned event from the very beginning to open up the card and the announcement and the relationship with the PBC and Amazon Prime, why would Tim Tszyu be fighting Keith Thurman, who's been inactive for 26 months? Okay? He's been inactive for 26 months. Okay? And now he's going to fight Tim Tszyu at 155 at a catchweight with no belt on the line. And you think they've been planning this since November, since October, November? Make it make sense, people. Make it make sense. Right now, Goodwin, what's up, family? Okay? And if they was planning this entire card since all this time, leading up into this announcement for the PBC, D-Ray live on the drive, what's up? Right? And now, why would Rolly be negotiating with Ryan Garcia just 5 days ago if they was planning for him to be the co-main event? Timothy Ramdeen, what's good? Since y'all come here talking about, hey, Blue, you was wrong about everything. Who's your sources? You was wrong about everything. Who's your sources? Now, you think Ryan Garcia and Rolly was negotiating 5 days ago for a fight on DAZN. And they was planning this the whole time for Rolly to fight Isaac Cruz as the co-main event. Then they was playing games from the very beginning, and that means they didn't want to fight then, right? Two things is wrong with that, isn't it? Now make this make sense, people. I want y'all to make this, Mr. Glock 19, what's up, family? I want y'all to make this make sense. Make this make sense, right? Salute to my brother, Coach Malachi, in the building, in the super chat, dropping that dub.
Saw Tim doing.
On this in the super chat, he said, "Salute, Blue. I don't think anyone saw this this Tim Tszyu Keith Thurman fight coming. This is a surprise to all of us. Facts, Coach. Now, Coach, and go subscribe to True Media Boxing Radio, brother, Coach Malachi. Now, Coach, think about this. Dropping that dub." On this in the super chat. Now, Coach, think about this, right? They've been planning this since, when did they tell us that Showtime was getting out the business? A-side in October, right?
Yeah, it was October, definitely by November.
Right.
Definitely by November, for sure.
It was October, right? So now think about this, right, A-side? Now, I told you guys that they was moving to Amazon Prime. And I told you guys when you was getting ready to get an announcement. But nobody tells me I was wrong with that, though. I told you they was going to Amazon Prime. I told you when you was going to get an announcement for it, right? Nobody said I was wrong about that, right? Now my sources are correct. But when my sources tell me these things, I'm incorrect. And I don't have no good sources. Make it make sense. Okay? Now think about this. You think they wanted to launch this new partnership and relationship, and the first card with Tim Tszyu, who's relatively unknown in the States, to fight in Vegas All his big fights are in Australia.
Right.
So you think that they meant to bring Tszyu here to fight at Vegas against Keith Thurman at a weight Keith Thurman ain't fighting years before he was a world champion. Against Keith Thurman, who ain't fight in 2.5 years. He ain't fighting 26 months, A-Side.
God damn.
And you think, okay, now I'm going to lay this out for you, A-Side, and you tell me you make this make sense. Keith Thurman ain't fight in 2.5 years, almost, right?
Right.
2 years and 1/4 of a year, right?
Right.
He ain't fight. He's going to fight at 155, a catch weight. Now, make this make sense, A-Side. If they was planning this the whole time, how could they possibly be planning this the whole time when Tszyu just became a champion?
Right.
Okay? Not to mention that Tszyu, the WBO said, no, we ain't sanctioning that. But this was planned the whole time. Right? And so they're going to fight at a catch weight. And now get this, A-Side. On top of that, Romero 5 days ago was negotiating as the B-side to fight on DAZN, and he's a world champion on DAZN against Ryan Garcia just 5 days ago.
Right.
Now today, he's the co-main event against Isaac Cruz. Now get this, who was just negotiating with Oscar to fight Ryan on DAZN. Isaac Cruz is just negotiating too.
For sure. Right.
Right?
No, I'm following you. 1,000%.
Right. Cantrell Lagoon, what's up? So now they was negotiating to fight on DAZN against Ryan Garcia. And now today they fighting each other on Amazon Prime as the co-main event March 30th. You think that was planned this whole time?
Nah, this had to be completely thrown together. We had no hints, no innuendos, nothing. It's funny. We actually thought that we were going to get the Rolly and Ryan to fight for a while. You know,
exactly.
We was treading in that direction. But
right. So now make this make sense. So when people come here talking about your information was wrong, okay, make it make sense. This wasn't planned
at all. It don't seem planned.
No, it wasn't. He wasn't looking to launch the first pay-per-view Keith Thurman versus. They stacking an undercard to justify this fight being on paper.
Oh, for sure.
Right.
For
They're
sure.
trying to stack the undercard to justify this being on pay-per-view.
Definitely agree with that.
So this wasn't a planned thing to say, oh, we're gonna put Erislandy Lara and I forgot who Lara's fighting. But come on, people.
Yeah, it seems like they're building it as they're going.
Right.
We can throw this fight in there. We can throw that fight in there. You know.
To give you another example, A-Side, let me give you another example. Erislandy Lara was supposed to fight Danny Garcia.
Oh, that was true. And in December.
Right.
Right.
Now that fell through. Now make it make sense. So now he's fighting Zafara. He was supposed to fight Danny Garcia. Keith Thurman told you he was signed to fight Errol Spence, and then Errol Spence didn't sign his portion. But y'all come here talking about, oh, your sources, you're wrong, bro. You're wrong. Y'all be too concerned with me being wrong, opposed to asking the question. The real important question is, why was I wrong? That's the more important question. Why was I wrong? And why aren't you getting those fights? That's more important.
Right.
Than just trying to say, oh, you was wrong. DOG 215, my brother in the building. What's up, family? You understand what I'm saying?
DOG. Right.
So now all of a sudden, you should be saying, hey man, why was you wrong? So now Tszyu, you're gonna get Rolly and Pitbull Cruz. Now watch this, A-Side. When it first came out, if you look at the flyer, it says Tszyu versus Keith Thurman, right? And there's the co-main event. It said Lara versus Zavara. Now the co-main event is Rolly versus Pitbull, and Lara versus Zavara is the third fight. Make it make sense. You understand what I'm saying, A-Side? It don't make sense now.
I'm with you. No, it's thrown together, man. It's completely thrown together. It's now, I didn't think about it until you said something, though. I didn't think about it. It kind of had that thrown together feeling to it. As I'm talking to the fellas, and then we finding out, in real time that okay, Rolly and Pitbull Cruz is going to be on the card, the Keith Thurman card with Tszyu. So it's like, okay, well, is this pay-per-view worthy? Are they trying to stack it in order to sell it as a pay-per-view? I still don't know if that's pay-per-view worthy. So it's feeling, it had a tone of thrown together, but I never came to that. I never came to that conclusion. I was never able to string those pieces together. Not
only that, A-Side. Now I want you to check this out, right? Now think about this. Everybody was anticipating the announcement of Tank Davis. Everybody.
Yeah.
Tank Davis next fight, right? Everybody's anticipating that. And that's what I was told. Now, all of a sudden, this is the big announcement? Come on, man. Make it make sense.
Was that last week when they said that next week everybody is going to be, surprised and shocked? Was that last week, or did they say
that was last week?
Yeah, okay.
Because the week passed by so fast. So
yeah, it did.
Remember right before that on Friday we did the show. Right. We was talking about this week we getting an announcement.
Yeah, everybody was anticipating that week. I'm surprised that I'm like, dang, did that happen this week? Did they say that this week? I'm thinking we got to wait for next week for the big news. But if this is the big news,
right? And then people talking about, oh well, Blue, you said Tank fighting this person, then Tank fighting that person, then Tank fighting this person. Well, look how many people Rolly and Ryan and Devin were supposed to fight in the mix of this, and they were saying they're supposed to fight. Mm-hmm. Jaguar Taman, what's up? You understand? Now make this make sense. Even Tank went to social media and he was saying big announcement. Remember? I'm back. Yep.
But not only that, remember the first person he was supposed to like they said that he was supposed to fight somebody, after December 9th, the showdown with Devin. Then it came out that was De Los Santos allegedly that he was going to fight. And then after that, it was the Isak Cruz too, potentially after that. Then it went on to the El Rayo. Now we arrive to Frank Martin potentially, and all these are potential. So even if you did have a source, it just seems like something is changing in the camp as
that's the more important question.
That's what's going on.
Why does it keep changing?
Exactly, 1000%.
That's more important. That should be the concern for the fans. Ben 100%. Davis, my brother in the super chat, dropping that half a dub. In the super chat, he said, "Blue, a few more days till our Niners punch their ticket. Can't wait." Yeah, I can't wait, great brother. I'm anxiously waiting for Sunday, great brother. Anxiously waiting. You understand? Chilltown Major, what's up?
No, I understand completely. I'm looking at it from a different lens now.
Yeah. So now you think about this, right? If they're gonna launch this big launch and everybody's talking about can't wait to see this big announcement, you think you launching anything without the first thing you want to launch is your biggest star?
That is who everyone's waiting on. That's who everyone is waiting for. Anything, any inkling of anything.
When Eddie Hearn introduced the zone, right? Who was he telling you and selling you as his biggest star? Anthony Joshua.
Right.
Because A-Side, you know how to sell, you know how to market. Mm-hmm. You pushing your biggest product.
Right.
You ain't pushing the second. Make it make sense, A-Side.
Right. Right. You're going to need something to attract the audience.
Right.
You're going to need something to attract them. And Gervonta Tank Davis is a fans fan and a casual fans type of fighter. His style is everything about him. Streams, fanfare. Everyone love him. So why wouldn't you push that product? That's the biggest product that you guys have. It makes sense.
Right. Libra 926, what's up, family? Make it make sense. Kev C, what's good?
At this point with PBC, I don't understand what's going on. I'm completely in disarray as a fan, and it shouldn't be like this.
Kev C said, nah, they're not sure how this Amazon thing is going to play out. They're not going to mess with Tank's numbers. How could they see? This is what I'm trying to tell y'all. We got to stop. Tip Bellis, what's up, family? Hood Rich 410, what's up, family? Next Level Coach, what's good? We have to stop trying to always, again, that doesn't even make sense. How could they mess with his numbers? If his numbers is organic, how could they mess with his numbers? Yee Huncho, what up, nephew? Crypto Color Light Tech, what's up? Flea, what's up, family? How could they mess with his numbers if his numbers is organic, A-Side? Fred Holland, what's up? They can't mess with his numbers.
Could you repeat the last part?
He said that they using a test run. The PBC is using a test run because they don't want Amazon to mess with Tank's numbers.
How can Amazon mess with? Yeah, I don't get that. What maybe that person who said that. Could you break that down? What do you mean by mess with his numbers? Like negatively impact his numbers? I don't get that. I don't get that.
FGJ said saving the best for last. Tank announcement coming soon. It should already came. Major League Man, what's up? It should already came.
That's absolutely foolishness right now. You want to strike while the iron is hot. Like if you can get the buzz up and you can show, how the fans are raving about your stable, you use him as the front, then it'll give all more legitimacy to Prime that you guys actually have something that's hot. It don't make sense to put out. To me, it don't make sense to put out a Keith Thurman and a Tim Tszyu fight and then to wait on the back end for Tank. You want to? I don't get it. I mean, if you guys got it, I don't get it. I just don't get it. I'm not rocking with that excuse. It just seems like they don't know what the hell they're doing. Honestly,
I believe they know what they're doing. I believe they just couldn't come to an agreement with the fighters.
Yeah, but this is what I'm saying. I'm saying they don't know what. I'm not saying that they don't know what they're doing, like in the business. I'm saying I don't think that they have what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? Like a schedule, a plan, and everything. I think they're putting it together as they're going. I don't think they know what's going on. Like like they know what's going on right now. They don't know what they're doing. It's just I don't know. It's a build it as we fly type of thing. It's a build it as we fly type of thing.
FGJ said you wouldn't put Keith Thurman fight out last. Last what? What's last? There's no last in boxing, bro. You see, we just be saying stuff because it sounds right and it fits the narrative. Why not? What's good? How is there last? When is last?
I don't know.
Put Keith Thurman fight out there last. Last what? So okay, so if you putting Tank fight out there last, that means he ain't fighting to the end of the year? But come on, make it make sense. We all know Canelo Alvarez is fighting May 4th, right? We all know this.
Oh, right.
So what are you talking about? What are you talking about? We can't put his fight out there last. Everybody knows Canelo's going to fight May 4th. What are you talking about?
It's crazy because
you shouldn't be announcing a Keith Thurman fight. Okay, so let me ask you a question. Now, by your measures, see, this is what I'm talking about. Y'all be just throwing things out there. Say it to yourself in the mirror out loud before you say it here, because then you just make yourself seem silly. So you said you don't announce a Keith Thurman fight after a Tank Davis fight. Okay, if Tank Davis is the biggest fighter under the stable outside of Canelo, then why would you mention anybody's fight after Tank Davis fight? Now make that make sense. So the last person fight you're going to announce is Tank then, right? Because you can't announce anybody after Tank. If that's the case then, right? You gonna announce David Benavidez fight after Tank? You can't announce anybody. So you saying that they're gonna announce Tank fight last? What are you talking about? That don't even make sense, brother. Stop. That don't even make sense. Why would they wait to announce Tank fight? How can they wait to announce it last when then there's fights that's coming after Tank? So they can't possibly wait till last. Right, A-Side?
No.
Canelo gonna fight in May and September. That means they gotta, after they announce Tank fight, they gotta announce a fight after that. As a matter of fact, David Benavidez's father, Jose Benavidez Sr., just said that David Benavidez ain't fighting in June, which means you ain't announcing his fight until after Tank fight. So what are you talking about? Shy News TV 079, what's up?
I don't get it. You always like name the biggest thing that someone's get. Like if somebody give you something, right? You remember those old infomercials? Like you wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning and then you see them, or at 5 o'clock in the morning, and they tell you, we're going to give you this for $19.99. But not only that, if you call now, because what you really want is what they have, right? If you call now, we're going to make sure we throw in this, this peel of potatoes this way, this does this that way, this have a flashlight on it, all for free. We will not get charged anything. So you like, dang, I get that. Oh, I get that. I really don't need that, but I'll find something to use. You see what I'm saying? Like,
right. You don't announce a Keith Thurman fight, who they ain't fight in 26 months, in 2.5 years, against the guy in Tszyu, who's relatively unknown, to launch a platform and an introduction to the world. That's not what you do.
I wouldn't do it.
Inside, ain't nobody doing that, man.
I wouldn't do it.
Ain't nobody doing that. Ain't nobody doing that, man. Come on, man. Make it make sense. DOG, my brother in the super chat. He said, I asked a female coworker who Tank is. She knew. Tank is very popular. DOG 215, my brother, back in the super chat. He said, there's no second chance to make a first impression. Facts. Let me ask you a question. You going out with a female for the first time. Mm-hmm. You gonna wear your third best outfit and bring your second best car and go to the fifth best restaurant?
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. Not at all, man. You're not. You're just not. It don't make sense. It don't make sense.
When you watch the NFL, right? When they promoting games, do you think they're gonna promote the Dallas Cowboys in these commercials as promotion? The Dallas Cowboys, the 49ers, right? The major teams is who they're gonna promote, right? Mm. Or you think they're gonna promote the Jacksonville Jaguars?
Dang.
No, because they have the lowest fan base.
I know.
Right. Dang. So you think they're using the Jaguars, or they going to use the Cowboys, the 49ers?
It only makes sense to hit the larger fan base. It only makes sense. It only makes sense.
He said yes to FGJ. Are you okay, brother? Is everything all right with you? Are you okay? Because you making 0 cents, brother.
He said the best game in the NFL is the last game.
He's making 0 cents. Paying attention is free. It's the most free, expensive thing in the world. The Super Bowl is the very last game of the season. There is nothing else after that. They announced Tank Davis, brother. What are you talking about? They announced Tank Davis fight. There's going to be many fights after his. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? The Super Bowl is the last game of the season. There is nothing else happening after that. Are you okay, brother? If Tank Davis is going to fight in April, there's going to be fights in May, in June, in July. What are you talking about? If that's the case, then you're talking about Tank fighting in December and not fighting again. And when they open the season in the NFL and the NBA, guess what they do, A-Side? Because I know you're not an NBA fan and an NFL fan. You know what they typically do? The two teams that played in the Super Bowl or in the playoffs to open the season opener for the NFL, they play each other in the first games of the season.
And
guess when they play, A-Side? On prime time, either Sunday night or Monday night.
Wow, that's clever. Almost for like almost for get back for the team now. That it's like a rematch almost. That's cool.
In the NBA, they typically have the two teams that played in the finals. The last two teams they play in the season opener.
Wow.
And that's when they do the ring ceremony, because you have the best two products that you have competing. So make it make sense. You think the NBA gonna open up their season and give you the two worst teams to start the season off?
Nah, it don't make sense.
Come on, man.
Nah, it don't make sense. It don't make sense. Like, I don't know. I can't explain it, man. I can't explain it, but I know what you're saying. Like, even if it's like like the Justice League or the Avengers, like they're gonna put the Captain American toy first because they know that that's the most popular one. If it's the DC universe, they're gonna put the Superman toy. They're not gonna put, they're not gonna put, some character that's like the third string version of the Justice League, but inside of there, it's not gonna put Green Lantern in there. Like nobody cares about Green Lantern. They're not gonna put Aquaman in the front. It just don't make sense. It's not over Superman, not over Batman,
and not on prime time. A-Side.
Right.
That's what I'm trying to explain.
Right.
Not on prime time. You telling me this is the product you're giving me on pay-per-view. That's equivalent to prime time in the NBA and the NFL. Pay-per-view is supposed to be special. No, Jimmy Bernard, no super chat didn't go through. When you put it on pay-per-view, it's supposed to be a special attraction. If you think the Zone has Canelo Alvarez under their card and they're getting launch, they got Canelo Alvarez and Anthony Joshua, and their opening is going to be a headline between Conor Ben and Kell Brook.
I was about to say Stanionis. Yeah,
it's going to be Kell Brook and Conor Ben. And they got Anthony Joshua and Canelo Alvarez there. Do you think the Zone is going to do that? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Kev C said you can lose in the NFL and NBA without losing fans. You're wrong. You don't know what you're talking about. You're wrong, brother. First and foremost, the NBA and NFL, they know how to promote to the fans. That's why they don't lose fans. BP77, what's up? They're going to make sure they address it so they do not lose fans. Yeah, Shamar Clark, what's up? The NFL is not going to put on no product that you're going to be... Now, as the season goes on, players get hurt, things happen, and then the matchups are not what you expected them to be because things change as the season goes on. So they can have primetime Christmas games. And then all of a sudden, two of the primetime players on the teams that they had chosen for the year prior, they may be injured, and now the game is not the same. But the plan was to have the two best players and the two best teams. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand that.
So I don't know what you're talking about, brother. And now, yeah, exactly, Ronell Goodwin. Now they got to the point where A-Side, they'll switch games out.
What do you mean? Break that down to me.
Let's say they had the Lakers playing the Suns and Kevin Durant and LeBron James is hurt, just hypothetically speaking, they
Mhm.
both hurt, right? They'll attempt to switch those games out.
Oh, so that you can give the other player time to recover, like just in case if they able to recover
No,
or
no, no,
whatever, get back on
no,
the
no,
field.
because those games don't mean the same. So they'll have those games for Christmas Day.
Oh,
You
okay.
understand? And now
All right.
the two primetime players can't participate. So now they'll attempt to switch the games out to replace them, to have two other primetime players in that position.
That's prime. That's prime for that position.
So it's
Okay,
worth the
that makes sense.
primetime slot. You understand?
That makes sense. That makes sense. Okay, I got you.
You
That makes sense.
understand?
Yeah.
So that way, because the primetime slot, so they don't want to give you a bad product in that slot. You understand what I'm saying? So in order for them to not give you, they'll replace the game itself. They'll flex it out, Coban. Exactly. You understand?
No, I 1000% I get you. 1000% I get you.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. That's what they did here. Clearly. You understand? You can't tell me that now why is Keith Thurman fighting Tszyu at 155 for no belt? What does he gain from that, ASAP?
I don't know. I haven't the slightest idea.
Exactly.
I haven't the slightest idea. Because at first I thought the play was for Thurman to go up to 54, challenge Tszyu for this is initially what we thought. You see what I'm saying? When they was fighting, challenge Tszyu for the belt, and then inevitably talk his way into a fight with Bud. That's why I was laughing. I was like, how he barely gonna escape that butt whooping. Like, why would he want to talk himself into another one where he really gonna get punished? But I thought that was for the belt. Now they're saying it's not for the belt. I haven't the slightest idea what the play is with this. What's the end game? I can't see it right now. Maybe it's something I need to sleep on it, but it's something I can't see it right now. I don't understand what's going on right now with the PBC.
It's not. And again, let me say this: it's not the PBC. The fighters have to agree. I don't know what you understand.
Yeah.
Now, if you Keith Thurman, this is what I see. You putting Keith Thurman in position. The winner of this fight is going to be talked about for the winner Errol Spence Terrence Crawford rematch. You follow me? Does that make sense?
Right.
It's going to be put them in position. So Tszyu is relatively unknown here in the States.
Right.
Keith Thurman is inactive. Right? Now you're going to put Keith Thurman and Tszyu. Now, Tszyu stops Keith Thurman, hypothetically speaking, right?
I'm with that.
He fights Keith. He's been inactive for 26 months. That's why it's going to be at a catch weight. So he can't even make weight, which means he probably can't make 147.
For sure. That's
right.
I was thinking about that. Yeah.
Okay,
sure.
So if his body ain't even in shape to make 154 pounds, how's he going to withstand the output of Tszyu? That's number one. Number two, this gives Tszyu the opportunity to fight a marquee name that you can identify with now. Moving forward, Tszyu stops Keith Thurman, right? Hypothetically speaking. Now, if you Terrence Crawford fighting Tszyu, he's familiar. Oh, this is the dude that fought and stopped Keith Thurman.
Yeah.
Right? Now people in the States are going to take more notice to who Tszyu is. Now, if you Terrence Crawford or Errol Spence fighting Tszyu, or even Jamel Charlo for that matter. Right? So now you have the WBO saying that they're not willing and not interested in sanctioning this fight. So why isn't Tszyu having to fight somebody first and foremost for his belt? See, they pick and choose when they want to stand by their rules. Because if that's the case, if they're not willing and eager to sanction this fight, they're giving Tszyu a pass to let him fight a voluntary, right? But he's keeping his belt then.
For sure.
He should be fighting somebody in the rankings, right?
Right.
Make it make sense.
Now here's the thing. He will be the first person to officially knock out Keith Thurman, right? If that was to take place, he knocks out Keith Thurman. Nobody do that. Even Manny Pacquiao didn't, knock him out. So they would justify. I see what you're saying. So that could be the angle. They're matchmaking so it could justify a fight between either Bud or Spence. Like they can build that fight up. That's what you're saying? Okay. I can see that play. I can see that play. Well, Keith Thurman should be thinking upset right now. That's the only thing he needs to be focused on. If I was Keith Thurman, I would be thinking upset because he got to see that move. If it's so blatant for everyone to see that, right? And I seen Showbiz say this. It was like everyone is pretty much saying like Keith Thurman is about to get, whooped on, by Tszyu. So this could be a make or break moment for Keith Thurman. If Keith Thurman was to, by some grace of God, win this fight, you see what I'm saying? This can put him back into the story for Earl Spence or Terrence.
But A-Side, that's the play.
I don't see how he gonna beat Tszyu though. I see it the other way.
Now listen. Salute Jonathan 97 said can't send a super chat. Please refresh the super chat, my people. So here's the play.
Facts.
Keith Thurman beats Tszyu and shocks the world because it's not that Keith Thurman don't have talent. He don't have skills. It's that he's been in that. He fought 3 times in 6 years, and he's susceptible to the body. And he clearly can't make 100. He can't make 154. He can't make 147. So that means your body is not in shape.
Yeah.
Right. And another thing is now A-Side, I'm gonna give you another indication. If Keith Thurman can't make 154 pounds, then that's a clear indication that this wasn't planned.
He wasn't training. I was saying that before. I was like, if they knew this, if they really wholeheartedly knew this, he would have at least been able to make 54 for sure.
In 2 months,
at the very least, he would have been able to make 54. 47, I get. He's older. I get that. I get 47. But
he
if
can't
he's
make
been
54,
training,
A-Side?
Nah. I said that to myself. The moment you said 55, I'm like, he's not training. He wasn't training.
So
not like that, at least, right?
You think this was planned then?
Nah, I don't believe that.
Now, here's the thing, A-Side. Let me give you another clear example. Tom Brown Promotions saved multiple dates.
Mm-hmm.
March 2nd. Remember, I gave you the dates. March 2nd, a few dates. Right. If Keith Thurman was playing for March 30th, we are not even in February yet. That means he got 2 months. He's nowhere near making 154 pounds comfortable. And he fights at 47? And you telling me you think this was planned the whole time? Make it make sense, man.
Nah. It's just going to be pay-per-view. Sean is willing to bet me that for their first coming out fight that it will not be pay-per-view. I'm not so sure if it will not be pay-per-view. It's just going to be a pay-per-view.
This is pay-per-view. This is on pay-per-view, A-Side. This is pay-per-view. General Grooves Jr. said, Blue, you looking into it too deep. What are you talking about, brother?
Why do our people always do that? We always say we're looking into something too deep, and then people wonder why we think and we show shallow-minded or we not well thought out individuals. Critical thinking.
If I have a 147 pounder, I have a welterweight that can't even make junior middleweight. in 2 months, a whole weight class above him. You telling me I look, man, unbelievable, bro. I'm
We're the
telling
only
you, boxing fans are the worst.
Blue. We're the only people that don't support critical thinking. You notice that, right? We're the only ones that don't support critical thinking. We always use that as an excuse. Why
He
you
said
thinking about
because
this too deep?
you don't understand the behind the scenes situation, brother. Okay, Jalen, peace and blessings to the beautiful queen in the building.
You can't put 2 and 2 together.
This is what I'm trying to tell you.
Jalen, you're on time today.
You dudes, they allow you. See, this is what I'm telling you. The sport of boxing has convinced y'all that this is harder than what you think. Wow, you don't understand what goes on. Yeah, I do understand exactly what goes on behind the scenes. I know exactly what's going on behind the scenes, brother. This is not very hard. If 2 fighters want to fight and they in shape, they're gonna fight. Period.
At that
get in
weight,
shape.
At said weight, and it makes sense for Keith Thurman to go up for a belt. It makes all the sense in the world,
right?
To go up for if you're gonna go up for a belt.
He's going up to a catch. A side. He's going to 155.
That's uber dangerous.
He's going to 155. A catchweight at 155 right. For what? That's an indication. Do you think Tszyu wants to fight at 155? A side.
I don't know if he.
Not.
I don't know if he cared. Do you think he cared because the name is Keith Thurman?
No, Tszyu don't care about fighting at 155, 1 pound up. That don't concern him. He fights at 154.
I don't think he cared.
Tszyu ain't going to this negotiator. It got to be a catchweight at 155.
No, I don't think he cared at all. I can't see him caring. I can't for the life of me see him caring about it. Like it's Keith Thurman. He was hey, we could have did it at 156 if you wanted to.
if Keith Thurman fighting at 150, if Tszyu wants this fight at 155, then it's time for him to. Then it's time for him to move up. Because now he can't make the weight, right?
Right.
Guess what? Watch this, A-Side. Watch this. Tszyu just fought in October.
Right.
So you telling me that Tszyu has ballooned up that much in weight that he can't make his own weight. So if this was Jamel Charlo fighting Tszyu for undisputed, Tszyu can't make the weight?
No, I can't believe that. I can't go for that. I can't go for it, Blue. I'm being honest with you. I'm not going to go for it because put it like this. Okay, even if he did balloon up in weight, right? How much did he balloon up to? And the fight just got announced. Now, they said allegedly that these was in the plans. Was he not working out? Now just give more support to your thought. Was he not working out? And if he was not, why wasn't he working out if you guys was already working on this? Or he ballooned up in weight. He didn't know this was coming and this was sprung on him and he had to start working out. You see what I'm saying? Which gives more support into what it is that you said initially. So
exactly.
I mean, I don't.
If Tszyu can't make his own, come on, man, make this make sense now. So Tszyu can't make weight.
And in the division, he just became champion. Like, nah, man, I don't see it.
And looking at fight Jamel Charlo, he just sent Terrence Crawford a message talking about come up to 154 and petition for the belt, but he can't make 154 because if he can't make 154 and fight in catchweight, then he's gonna be stripped of his belt, right?
No, for sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
So make it make sense if he already was aware of this. Mr. Nice, brother, in the super chat. We appreciate you, great brother.
Salute.
He said, how Pitbull get to fight for a belt, but not Thurman? Because the WBO is not having it at all. Right? Not at all. The WBC, the WBA, Gilberto Mendoza, well, clearly they don't care about their brand. Because Ishmael Barroso should be fighting Rolly Romero for his opportunity.
That's a fact.
Now, Pitbull Cruz is going to come up, jump up a weight class to a weight class that y'all said Tank can't fight at.
And then we're going to see
Tank.
Then we're going to see Pitbull Cruz versus Ishmael Barroso. I'm telling you, that's what it's going to go in.
Right.
That's the order it's gonna go in.
So now he gonna jump up. How come nobody talking about is the weight is too big and Cruz is too small? How come? Claymore Rain, my brother in the building in the super chat, dropping that half a dub. On this in the super chat. This card reeks of desperation and suspect and suspect behind the scenes uncertainty. People are gonna have their own perspective, but if you are a fan of boxing and what good fights, that this raises eyebrows. And again, why not? What's up, family? Easy Walters is good. Like I said, it sounds like I am DMAC TV. What's up, family? Deuce Triple A. What's up?
Not only that, Blue, real quick, just before you even say it, like when we all got the news, we was up here with a panel in the chat. Like everybody, you seen everybody look on the face like how we received the news. It was like, what? Fight. We was trying to conceptualize that fight to see, like how it. We didn't even. It wasn't even a resounding like, oh man, oh I didn't even think about that's gonna be a great matchup. And then we would think about who would have broke it down right then and there on the panel. Like, we may have spent 5 minutes just talking about it, and we're just talking about how he's going to get mocked. Like everyone was shocked, but not in a pleasant way, in a very deflating way. You see what I'm saying? It almost seemed like it was a letdown.
General Grooves Jr. You Blue it's a catch weight because it's not sanctioned. I already know that's why it's a catch weight. No, it's not sanctioned because
Ray Davis.
They have no interest in this fight. And if that's the case, they still should fight at 154. Now they're trying to go around it and fight at 155 because if they make this fight at 154, then that means Tszyu is fighting within the parameters of his weight class, which means that his belt has to be on the line.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, which is more of an indication that this wasn't planned. They wasn't planning this for 2 months to be the opening act and a launch for Amazon. Period. That's not what this was. And if you think it is, then you are just not very smart. That's just the bottom line. If you think that they was planning this launch was the whole time, the plan was to put Keith Thurman versus Tszyu, you had sadly mistaken. Lawrence Brazier, what's up, family? Jonathan97, he said leave Don King out of it. El Raven, what's up? It's because of the hat Thurman said about the WBO. I don't know what he said about the WBO, and I don't care. At the end of the day, the WBO is not sanctioning this because they're not approving of this fight, period. Again, like I said, Ace, are you good to 12 or you got to get off earlier?
Yeah, I'll try to push it, at least to 12, and then, we got to be a hard cutoff at that point.
Okay.
So the brothers got to be wrapping it up at.
I'm gonna put the link right now.
Probably like 11:45. We're gonna have to be giving like last thoughts because. Yeah,
I'm putting the link. I'm putting the link right now.
We talked last night. I'm working on now. That is something that I can give you my word. I'm working on this weekend for sure.
I can't wait. I can't wait
because I want to map it out with you, and then that way we'll be able to siphon it off and then make necessary delegations. So yeah, that I will be working on this weekend. I'm ready for that one.
Say that. Yeah, you just don't. Like I said, man, come on, man. And again, and my thing is not because I don't feel like the PBC is unorganized. That's not what I'm saying. I think that they can come to an agreement with certain fighters. Not the lack of it being unorganized. I just think that I think that some fighters they just couldn't come to an agreement with. Mr. Big Play Bray, my brother in the building in the super chat, dropping that dub. on this in the super chat. He said, refresh, I think something going on with Tank because they said he would be the first. This pay-per-view feels rushed because they have to start. Remember, it's a 12-fight deal. 2 will go to Canelo, EJ versus Bud. Get one right. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Everybody knew and understood that Tank Davis was going to be the launch for this. Mr. Big Play Bray. Everybody was aware of that. You understand? This is not ain't no everybody behind the scenes was saying that Tank was going to be the launch for this. Now they landed on Keith Thurman versus Tszyu to launch it. Come on, man. If you think that was the plan, since Al Heyman had this deal in place with Amazon, you were sadly mistaken.
Why can't they?
And why is Jerron Boots Ennis not on there? Why? He said he have a date getting ready to be announced. Like there's so many things that could have been here. And another indication, again, like I said, Rolly and Isaac Cruz was just negotiating with Ryan Garcia to fight on his own just days ago.
What? Why are they not making this a title fight? Why couldn't they sanction it?
The WBO had no interest in it.
Right.
They had no interest.
Yeah, they don't. But the WBO didn't want this fight.
Why wouldn't? Because he's not ranked. Is that it?
No, he don't fight at 154. He not in their rankings.
Okay, I got you.
They didn't want this fight.
Huh? I didn't know that. I mean, I guess I did kind of know that, but I thought the champion just, if he chooses to defend his belt, as long as he doesn't have a mandatory he has to fulfill, he could fight whoever for the belt. I didn't know it worked that way.
Yeah, but he just got the belt. He had a voluntary already, if I'm not mistaken. Mendoza was a mandatory, a voluntary, I think.
You think?
Because Brian Mendoza wasn't in it. He had knocked out Sebastian Fundora,
right,
for the WBC route.
You think Tszyu beats him, Blue?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Man.
You know, I'm not so sure. I know I might sound crazy.
This dude ain't fighting 26 months, bro. He ain't fighting 2 years.
One time in 4 years.
He fought 3 times in 6 years. He going up to a weight. Tszyu fought like 3 times in 2023 alone.
You know the way I look at that though, Blue? Like when you're an established, experienced professional, as Keith is at this point, sometimes those layoffs at that point in your career can actually let your body rest and be beneficial because he already has all the experience. It's like riding a bike at this point. So it could also work against him, true, but it could also be positive.
No, typically when it happens like that, you got to be a special fighter. And when you're a timing fighter like Keith Thurman, a rhythm fighter, that long layoff, that don't bode well for you. It's just like when he fought Josito Lopez. You saw that the issues he had when he fought Mario Barrios. The issues he had, it's because of the layoff. The timing is not there. When you a thumper, a rough, rugged fighter, or you just a special talent like Floyd Mayweather, you could do that. But even Floyd Mayweather wasn't out for 2.5 years.
I get it. Just, when guys, just because guys don't fight doesn't mean they're not in the gym, doesn't mean they're not working. I know it's different, but it still keeps the people sharp enough to where you go in there, you're not going to be like totally rusty. But you're right, stunt fighters, it does affect them.
And the thing is, we all know Keith Thurman is not a gym rat.
Oh, he's not? I didn't know that.
No, Keith Thurman ain't nobody's gym when he ain't got to fight closer. Nah.
Okay, well then, if that's the case, then yes, then it will be a detriment for sure.
Yeah, just think, what fighters that are rhythm fighters, you can say that took off 2.5 years, come back and was successful like that. That wasn't a very special talent like Sugar Ray Leonard.
Right. Well, most fighters don't take off 2.5 years. I mean, that's not a common thing.
That's what I'm saying. And not only that, he ain't fighting. He fought 3 times in 6 years on top of that.
Right. He's not very active. I get it.
Right. So it's one thing. I could say you was active before leading up into that. Bro ain't fought since he unified. Just make this make sense. Since Keith Thurman unified the belts, March of 2017 against Danny Garcia, he has fought 3 times since 2017.
I just I don't know, man. Something tells me that this fight is not going to be as easy for Tszyu as people think. He might even
But
lose.
how about this? How about this though? If it's not going to be that easy, right? That might be a reason as to why the WBO is being reluctant to go ahead and sanction it, because everybody knows the big fight is between Terrence and Tszyu. That's the money fight for the WBO as far as they're concerned. This fight right here is just leftovers. It's just leftovers.
The WBO didn't sanction it because Keith Thurman was calling the WBO the WB no and dissing them a lot and things like that.
That part, and then that part, right?
On top of him not being that active in things.
Oh, was he really?
Yeah,
yeah,
he
said that. He said that a while ago, but they just don't have no interest in this fight because it was just a last second fight. If they can make money, if they can make money, they're gonna make money. Believe that. You think these sanctioned bodies gonna block out a specific fighter, any fighter? No, sir. Especially a fight where they know it's a marquee fight coming after that they can make money off of. The bigger fight, the more money they make. Ain't no way.
True.
And think about this. If Keith Thurman was to beat Tszyu, then you talking about Keith Thurman versus the winner of Errol Spence or Terrence Crawford, or Keith Thurman versus Jamel Charlo.
That's true.
And if he fight Jamel Charlo, he beat Tszyu, that's for undisputed. Ain't no sanctioned body trying to be left out.
Man, politics are just out of control.
Yeah,
that's why the only logical thing is that this is thrown together at the last minute. That's the only thing that makes the most amount of sense. It's usually the simplest answer is the answer. All the other stuff, it just seems like, it's far-fetched, right? We're working with too much brain matter trying to figure out what's going on. It just seems like it was something that's just thrown together to me. I like that theory that Blue that Blue came up with. I didn't originally think about it, but when he put it together, it did make sense to me.
Yeah, just think. And salute to my brother MD Mills, brother, in the super chat. We appreciate you, great brother. He said Bud ain't fighting until he's 37 at this point.
He's right.
It's buck wild, man.
Talk to Steven Nelson today. Matter of fact, we were talking about that. It's like, who's he going to fight? That's available.
So, like these guys, Blue, your theory is that these guys did this as a last minute adjustment. I'm completely on board with you. It just reeks of just a I already put it in my super chat. It reeks of all that stuff, right? So why would they have to put this up at the last minute? What are the driving forces behind something like this having to be put up in the last minute? Just speculation, of course. We'll never know what the real answer is. Nobody's going to tell us. But what are a few of the few factors that can affect something like this to cause something to be so messy as this has turned into?
Yeah, I think they just simply couldn't come to agreement with other fighters for other fights in enough time. Yeah, what would drive that? Yeah, in enough time because March was already set for the launch date. Right. So you running out of time, right, to announce these fights.
Right.
You can't go into February and still haven't announced fights to launch your card in March.
Yeah.
So what would drive the negotiation, the finding the fighters, right? What would drive that? What's making that so complicated to get the fighters together? What's the big deal?
There's probably a date set.
You gotta think about it, Claymore. They're starting a new deal with a platform as big as Prime, right? Obviously they have some type of dates, where they thought that they would have, had certain fights, certain marquee fights set up in order to launch, with the new partnership that they have. It just seems like it's a time lapse now. It seems like the deadline is getting closer, and as the deadline is getting closer, it's putting pressure on them to appease that schedule that they already had put out. So now they're trying to rush for fights that can kind of, satisfy, those previous obligations. That's what it seems like.
Right. Exactly.
I agree.
Yep. Like, is it far-fetched? Is it far-fetched to question the money?
What do you mean the money?
No, not at all. Because I don't know what the deal includes, right? I don't know what kind of agreement they have with Amazon, is it solely the distribution? You know, I don't know. You know, but if that's to be the case, then 1000% that could be a problem if these fighters don't have no guaranteed purses up front.
That's what it probably is though, Blue. 9 times out of 10.
Yeah.
9 times out of 10 is gonna be a distribution deal. They probably gave the PBC they check.
Yeah, because I'm trying to find this. I had this
Remember
here.
that situation with Canelo some years ago with him and Oscar?
Yep.
With the who was that they had to deal with? Was it the Zone?
It was the Zone, and he wasn't even aware.
Yeah, so they gave him all that money up front, and they gave him they said he was gonna be the first fighter other than Mayweather that had full say so on who he fights. But they said one of his last fights they wanted to be between Charlo, Demetrius Andres, or Benavidez, and he ain't picked none of them.
Now think about this, right, Dub and panel. TGB is Tom Brown Promotions is the promoter for the PBC, right? We know this. The Boxing Commission in Las Vegas 6 days ago, made it clear that Tom Brown Promotions had commission holds, which they hold events and venues in Las Vegas. These are the dates that they held. February 24th, March 2nd, March 23rd, and March 30th. Now, make it make sense. Why would February be a date that they're holding for an event when they knew they wasn't going to launch this until March? Okay, and then March 2nd. Okay, that's in March, right? But you hold it March 2nd, March 23rd, March 24th. Remember, Amazon is only giving you 14 days. So it don't matter if you use March 2nd, March 23rd, and March 30th, that's 3 days of your 14 days. You understand? So now we knew they wasn't going to use 3 days in 1 month, which means there was some uncertainty there.
For sure. That's exactly what I'm thinking. It is. Right.
There was some uncertainty there with the dates. And let me just shout out my brother, 4K in the building, man. You know what I'm saying? My brother is in the building, man. All facts, bro.
I appreciate it, Blue.
You already know I love you, brother.
Yes, sir.
So now you understand why would you hold all those dates? You ain't using all them dates. You ain't using first of all, February 24th made 0 sense because we all know they wasn't launching the Amazon and Tom Brown. What other platform do they have that they putting on an event unless it's a club show, right? So what event are they holding February 24th? And then March 2nd, March 23rd, and March they're not hosting the fight all them days. And now you think we was that far off. Now think about this. I've been telling y'all March 30th all this time, right? The fights is on March 30th. It's just not the fighters fighting on March 30th that I was told was going to fight.
You're almost there, Blue. You're almost there.
Right. So now let's make this make sense. My sources was I've been telling y'all March 30th for a while now. March 30th is going to be the day. So March 30th, I told you this was going to be the date. Now March 30th come around, but I told you who they wanted to fight. And Tank already showed us that he was back in camp. You think Tank back in camp to fight April 30th? He in camp in January? Make it make sense, people. Make it make sense. So, again, March 30th, and now you having fights. Because, like I said, just 5 days ago, Isaac Cruz and Rolly was negotiating to fight Ryan Garcia on DAZN. On DAZN. And we know this to be true. All sides confirmed it. Ryan, Rolly, Oscar, they all confirmed this. So was they all lying?
Well, What we do know is if whatever day they first fight, they're gonna put their best try to put their best two out the stable when they first fights.
What did happen last night though? Because it seemed like Ryan Garcia had no idea that Rolly was being confirmed to be fighting Pitbull Cruz.
Right. But check this out. I'm gonna do y'all one better. Watch this now. Rolly went on live last night and said he didn't even know what he was doing.
Mm-hmm.
He went on live on Instagram and was like, "Oh, we'll see." So did he secretly know? Did he know? Which one is it? Make it like we, and then think about this. So now they told when the this is how you know, right? When the flyer first came out, it said Keith Thurman versus Tszyu, and then it had Laura versus Zafara as the co-main event. Mm-hmm. Now today, the new flyer has Rolly versus Isaac Cruz as the co-main event. Laura and Zafara is the third fight. So what happened? Because it's on pay-per-view, so they gotta bolster it to justify it being on pay-per-view.
Wait, so
you understand?
It's confirmed to be on pay-per-view?
Yeah.
Told you, Sean.
Yeah, PBC just put it on their network. I'm about to show you right now. It's right there on the thumbnail, but
I was telling you that earlier, Sean.
I mean, if this was a more active Keith Thurman,
but okay,
I would accept that. But oh man, pay-per-view for Keith Thurman that.
Let me see this.
All right.
Hold on, I'm gonna show y'all. Watch this.
Yeah, 4K.
First fight,
what you said, pretty much.
Why would Tszyu and Keith Thurman be the first fight though? Like when is Tank fighting then? If he's already in camp,
they probably couldn't come to an agreement with.
He has to be fighting what, March or beginning of March.
I don't know what's going on in boxing right now. I'm not gonna lie.
They said that March 30th. Yeah, they said March 30th is their launch date.
Yeah, so launch date is March 30th. So that means Tank ain't fighting until April.
So you got to think about it, Sean.
Look, Sean,
we got the Tszyu and Keith Thurman.
You see,
that's bad. That's bad.
Okay.
Yeah.
Live on pay-per-view.
And that's what I was trying to ask y'all earlier. I'm like,
I didn't think they first. I didn't think.
Yeah, exactly. Tszyu and Keith Thurman's kicking off the launch date, and we don't know when Tank is fighting, but it got to be in April because it can't be in March. It don't make sense to announce Tszyu. It don't make sense to announce Tszyu and Keith Thurman when let's just say you got Tank fighting the 24th of March. It makes no sense to do that.
No.
It makes no sense
so I got a question.
And there's no way they're gonna put on pay-per-views in 2 weeks back to back.
Tank made a statement saying that he wasn't fighting in Baltimore because of how they've been treating him and stuff like that as far as to his legal situation. And on the video, he's in the gym with his ankle monitor on. Could his legal situation be the reason that he's not fighting in March, and is he waiting to get off that monitor so he's able to fight in
that could be the
Vegas?
case. That could be the case.
That's a good question.
That's a great point.
That's a good question.
That's a great point. That could very well be the case. And if that's the case, again, that still go back to what we said. Then that means they threw this together.
Yeah,
they had to throw it together because they're probably waiting on the judge and the penal system to see exactly what can they do and what can't they do.
Right. So either which way, like 4K, that's a great point, right? Because that very well could be the case.
Yeah.
That he can't leave, right? So now, if he can't leave, then that clarifies again. It's still they threw it together.
Yeah,
definitely.
Now they like, man, we got this dude can't even fight. Now we got to replace him. What are we gonna do?
How simple would this be, right, Blue? Like you said, it's transparency in boxing, right? How simple would this be? Hey, to his fans, we plan on scheduling a fight such and such. However, that we're going through with the court situation. The court situation is not allowing me to leave, so we got to move plans back. But for the time being, we have Tszyu and Keith Thurman scheduled. You see what I'm saying? Like it's more the just because it's like it makes sense it makes sense that okay, you tried to give us this, you tried to make this this happen. We all was under the impression that Tank was going to be the coming out party for the Prime, but because of the legal situations, you can't do it. So at least they're trying to replace it, and it's more acceptable that way. You get what I'm saying? Like you're willing to.
And check this out.
Hey, Blue, I want to comment on that real quick.
Okay.
Hold
on 1 second. One second, dog. So let me just say this, right? Then this more of a reason for them to come out, right? And hold your thought, Dub. I don't want you to lose it. But this is more of a reason that they should just come out and announce Tank fight, because now we know for a fact that Tank is fighting in April. If he ain't fighting in April, he ain't fighting in June, because he ain't fighting in May.
No.
So they may as well just come out right now and say, this who Tank fighting.
Yeah, they got to give us something now. It's not making sense.
They moving like a secret society.
For sure.
For no reason though.
For sure.
Can I ask you a question?
Hold on, let Dub
Okay.
Hey, so when you said about Foz 4K, I just want to touch what you said, 4K Foz, when you said about he wanted to wait till his legal matters over so he can fight. He wanted to wait till he was on the box so he can train. He said he didn't want to train down there because it was too much going on or whatever. Not to fight, because he could always get a traveler's pass to go fight. Like you can get a by him, he can still be on an ankle monitor and be on papers and get a traveler's permit. A traveler's permit, like he put it into his PO and he got to be back a certain amount of days. So it said he put it in for like 7 days, because they're not gonna give you no traveler's permit for a long time, so he can't go train nowhere else. So that was his issue, was him training. He can't go and get a traveler's permit for 30 days and train, but you can get a traveler's permit for like 7 days and come back. Like say a trip.
Like Boosie be doing.
Yeah, so yeah, exactly. So his issue was, remember Blue, he was saying he didn't want to train down there because there was so much stuff going on. And you know what I'm saying? So that's why that's what the issue was. He could still fight, because all he got to do is put a traveler's permit in to leave. He can leave for like 7 days, but he can't leave for no month or 2 months and stuff like that.
Okay.
I got a question. So if Tank doesn't get scheduled, right? If March 30th is not too far away. If we don't hear about Tank's fight close to that March 30th date, what's his next date? And also, I mean, he's clearly, what is he going to be, summer? Because May is Canelo Alvarez's month. Everybody knows that's the month for Canelo. That month is put specifically to the side for Canelo Alvarez as far as PBC is concerned. So when do we expect to see Tank fight at that point if it's not in April?
Okay, I'll take this one. That's a loaded question, to be honest, because it could be any date from that point forward. And if he's gonna save this, here's my issue with the whole situation. I've been advocating for the Devin fight to be in September, but if his legal situation isn't wrapped up and we're looking at him fighting Devin in 2025, that's gonna be an even more dangerous fight. That dude ain't doing nothing but growing and showing that he's growing. So
you think he's gonna lose?
If the more we go, the further off we go in, I'm always stand behind Tank, but I'm not an idiot, is what I'm saying. I'm not finna sit up here and cap just because he's my favorite fighter. I don't want to see Tank waiting too long to fight Devin. I don't know. I wouldn't want to speculate either way it go. But I do think that it'll be a tougher fight for him to fight Devin in 2025 or later and things like that. So I really don't know. But as far as your question, Claymore, as far as like when would his next fight day be, bro, that's up in the air, like all the way. If we don't know nothing in the next couple of months, like we know how fight dates go. Can't just pick a random fight. He's not coming out in August. He may fight in July. We don't really know, but he's not gonna come out in August. It'll be September, December, somewhere off in us. So I don't know.
So now it's a year and a half. It's a year and a half layoff.
Nah, he's not gonna wait that long. Not no December.
Nah,
That's way too long.
Never.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I mean, if he come out in September though, either way, I
got to fight before September.
I think he still can fight in May, even though
Canelo
might fight in
it's
May.
gonna be in the first quarter.
Two big pay-per-view events in 1 month.
It's gonna be in the first quarter. It's gonna be by April. It ain't gonna
to make up for what they about to do. They might as well.
At the latest, it'll be June. At the latest, but I doubt it.
Yeah, I think it's interesting.
If he
I
ain't
think
camp right now, Sonny, I would say it would be at least before the end of April. I don't gotta be in June, and that's way too late. That means it's gonna be 14 months since his last fight if he fight in June.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, it's just looking messy, right? It just looks like the business. It just questions, right? Because we don't know what's going on, but what's going on with the business right now at PBC? You know what I mean? We don't. There's a lot of questions that are not being answered, and then you start the year off, or you start the relationship with Amazon off, and you give us a card like this. This card is going to raise eyebrows. If I were them, and I'm not them, but if I was them, I would probably have made this like a free card and be like, yo, let me just bring everybody in the building, let them know we active. You're going to charge customers for this card. People are going to feel some kind of way, man. You type in their pockets and
see,
you're giving them nothing.
That's what I was going to say.
That's the main issue.
Expect to put
how much they might charge us? $80 for this?
Yeah, that's what I
was
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know how it's going to work, but
it better be $20 max.
Now think about this too. And I want to say this too. Salute to my brother, Mr. Big Play Bray, brother in the super chat. He said, we know who has May 4th. That's a fact. Now, think about this, right? You paying J Petty City, what's up, family? We're going to pay double, aren't we? Now, I don't know how this works because I don't really pay attention. But aren't we going to be paying double? Because if you have a subscription.
You got to pay a monthly subscription, and then you're going to pay for a pay-per-view.
Right.
Unless it's going to be some type of discount if you have the subscription, but it don't matter at that point. You're still going to pay twice.
Yep.
I have every subscription on Amazon Prime.
Oh, okay.
I'm not
So
paying for no pay-per-view. My bill already like $78 a month with Amazon Prime. For sure.
And think if like A-Side did the numbers, right? So they said that what's his name?
14.
Dan Raphaels, I think he said that he saw that they're gonna have a bunch of free fights leading up into the pay-per-view portion of it, which is more than likely like the Carmel Moultons and stuff like that.
That's what I thought.
Right? It just is. I'm not mad at the card. You understand? Like, it's just the timing, the launch of it, and it being pay-per-view. Tszyu, Keith Thurman. I'm just a boxing fan. I like the fight.
That's what I told Sean earlier.
Yeah, let's see if Tszyu could dare to be great. If Keith Thurman can win, cool. He's daring to be great. I'm cool with that. Rolly versus Isaac Cruz. I'm cool with that fight too. And Laura. It's supposed to be Laura and Danny Garcia. What happened to that? You know what I mean? I'm not mad at none of these fights. You dig what I'm saying? It's just the timing of it. This is the launch of it. The anticipation. We was waiting for a big splash. You understand?
Yeah, it could have been a bigger name, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But that's what it makes sense though. Where 4K is saying that maybe Tank just couldn't fight. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that was the case. But like Dub said, you could get a pass. You know what I mean? But maybe Tank just want to fight where he could fully leave for training camp. You know what I'm saying? Be fully free. And you know what I'm saying? Don't have to worry. Don't have that hanging over his head. You know what I'm saying?
You got to look at it. If he training up there, you know how much distraction is gonna be though. Like you gonna have people coming in and out of there. Like there's so much stuff going on. Then he in Baltimore.
And then he in Baltimore. And then he got to watch his back.
Upton is not like in like a good part of the city. Like
like now he got to watch. He got to watch his back. And on top of it, everybody know where he gonna be at.
Yeah,
for sure.
He got
everybody know where he gonna be at. The whole city know where he at.
You can only imagine if it's Tank training at Upton. when Lamont training, they lock the gym down, and that's Lamont Roach. We talking about Tank.
Right.
They really gonna lock the gym down.
Right.
Yeah.
It's gonna be too many distractions. People trying to come in and out of there.
But he can train over at Headbangers though, right?
Oh heck no. His best bet. See, he not cool. The best gym he could train at that there wouldn't be no distractions. He not cool with them. With Gurry and them. Gurry gym.
Oh yeah.
It wouldn't. You know what I'm saying? He'd be straight in Gurry gym, but we know how that is. So
Yeah.
that ain't happening.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah,
and
so
you know what?
maybe
You know what's
that makes
crazy too? I would want Tank to be inside the regiment that he's used to being inside, because every fighter has their things that they do, right? They have their ritualistic habits that they go into when they go into training camps. He's obviously found something that works for him. At least the last 3 years, he haven't been out of shape. I mean, he just looks spectacular, right? Keeping himself very consistent.
He stopped drinking.
Right. Not only that, but he changed everything. It's like he matured in front of our very eyes, right? I wouldn't want that to be disrupted, with the judge ruling. And then he have to go into a complete different environment, change it. It's a complete different tone, and it may play a factor into him fighting. I'm not saying that he'll get beat or anything. I'm just saying that I would want to see the best Tank moving forward, especially coming after this long layoff.
He stopped hanging with Adrian Bronner.
Hey,
Blue, that's what helped him.
yeah. That's a fact. He did. Him and EJ.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, to me, is that the case? It seems like that very well could be the case. You feel me? Like, 4K that dropped that bomb, man. Because I ain't even think about that.
Yeah. I ain't think about it till today when I saw him in there with the monitor on. When I saw that around his ankle, I was like,
he probably can. He been saying it, so they probably was like, yo, bro, nah, we ain't, you know what I'm saying? And he probably like, yo, I need to train fully. Like, I can't have these distractions.
Yeah.
So that I mean, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah.
It's crazy how so what is PBC on as far as like they're stable, because this is basically the Tank effect. If they can't set up a major event without his name, then what happens, if their relationship sours? Like where are we headed towards? And they just got this deal with Amazon, so Boost didn't go sign to him.
They put up a post and they said that Tank event, when they announced Tank event, it's gonna be super massive. I mean, that's what Fight Hype said. So Box Fan 4-time, he said Super Chat playing games, Blue. Yeah, they playing games with the Super Chat. So I asked everybody refresh the Super Chat. Smash the like button. Let's get the likes up to 500, man. We should be past 500. Wipe your feet before you come inside. Ring the doorbell before you walk in the house. Get the likes all the way up. Get the likes up.
You know what would have been more exciting? The Tim, this sounds crazy, but the Tim Tszyu and the Keith Thurman fight as the co-main under Tank.
Exactly.
We wouldn't have had that would have been major. It would have been like, oh man, like what? That's crazy, but
exactly.
Yeah, they're definitely.
Hey Doug, don't forget to ask Blue the question about Tim Tszyu and Costa Tszyu.
Okay.
Oh yeah, Blue, who you think will win between Tim Tszyu and Costa Tszyu in his prime?
Costa Tszyu and Tim Tszyu.
We ain't seen the best of Tim Tszyu yet, though.
I don't know, because Tim Tszyu is big. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's a lot bigger.
147.
Yeah, Costa Tszyu, and remember Costa Tszyu was fighting at 40 at one point and all that. So I think he's just too small. I think Costa Tszyu is more talented though. I think Tim Tszyu is just bigger, and he's consistent. He's durable. He's bigger, but I think Costa Tszyu is more talented.
Yeah, better boxer.
Yeah, Costa Tszyu is just better to me. He just seemed to have more tools in the toolbox. Like Tim Tszyu seems to be very vanilla to me. You know what I'm saying? Like he's the and no disrespect to Tim Tszyu, but he's just the epitome of no special effects.
You would say no.
Yo.
You would say no disrespect.
Yo, that's wild.
That's
Utterly disrespect.
I ain't disrespecting. I'm just saying he's
Utterly
solid.
disrespect. Like
I'm just saying he's solid. He just not. He don't have no special effects. Like he's solid. You know what I'm saying? Like he not fast. You know what I mean? He don't have fast hands, fast feet. Like he does everything good, nothing great. You know what I'm saying?
Just no more compliments from you with Tim Tszyu. It's getting worse. It's like I think your compliments is worse than your insults. You might as well just insult.
Wow. Imagine listening to that. Oh,
Yo, exactly.
Yo, just think. Like, all right. So what does Tim Tszyu do great?
It's about to get worse.
I like the way he
get bad.
I like the way he punch. He can punch kind of good.
It kind of good. You ain't saying
he said, "What do he do great though?
What do he do great?"
I don't even want to get into this.
Nah, Sean, you backed yourself into that
One
corner.
kind of was right next to his broccoli. He cooks good broccoli. Like it's like that's just boiling. Like it was just like okay, all right.
Hey, forget you, Claymore. Some people can throw down on some broccoli. You be like, wait a minute.
I mean, I hear you. I mean,
you know what I mean? Like this ain't
broccoli
you,
for sure.
You souffle.
Somebody,
you know
with the
saying?
Cat Williams situation, right? It's like if somebody says, "What's the best?" If you got it with a girl and she says the best dish she can make you, she's like, "Yo, I make the best broccoli. I think that's the best thing I make." You're gonna look at her like, "All right, make great broccoli. Like we straight."
Like, you gonna be in shape though. You know what I mean?
That's a good thing. I'm not gonna say it's a bad thing you making good broccoli.
Sure.
I'm not finna.
For sure.
Love the good broccoli.
That's what I'm saying. Like what does he do great though? Does he have like he have fast hands? Like you like, man, Tim Tszyu hands is fast. Nobody, right? It's his power.
That's
like,
cold,
you're like,
you
man, you can't
I
get
ain't
hit
get
with
that.
Tim Tszyu punches.
I ain't gonna lie, Blue Wallet, right?
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. You on one. Yo,
Blue gonna make everybody talk bad about Tim. Like everybody sitting there holding their mouth, like, oh, I don't know what Tim do.
Nah,
sure,
nobody
man.
want to tell the truth. Look. If you see a Tim Tszyu fight, at what point do you be like, man, you better not get hit with this punch?
He tripled down on it.
He has good basic all around ability.
Exactly.
That's how you do it.
He's good. He does everything good, nothing great.
Yeah.
God, dog, Blue. Fo just cleaned it up for you. You double right back and make the mess again.
Nice little, you know what I mean?
Nice
little hat on him. Send him on his way. Nice little hat on him. Try to send him on his way.
Yeah, he double right back and kick the
smack the hat over his head. Was like, nah, man, you have to show me. Smack.
No, I'm just saying, it's the truth.
Yeah.
When you watch Boots Ennis, we gush. Yo, man, his hand speed is this, right? Errol Spence, man, this dude is so physical. His work rate, bum.
No.
Right? Tank Davis, yo, Tank hit you with this punch, it's good night, Irene. Right?
Yeah.
Or Devin Haney, his jab he got the best jab in boxing. Man, you can't hit Shakur Stevenson. He got cat-like reflexes.
Mm-hmm.
Tim Tszyu,
he got heart, man. He gonna show up.
Tim Tszyu, he gonna walk you down.
Yeah, he gonna walk you down. Pressure.
Walk him down.
Yeah, I mean, what else can he do? He can't run you down.
He got that.
You know what? You know what Tim Tszyu does the best?
What?
Use all the letters in the alphabet to spell his last name, and I think that's remarkable.
That's what I'm saying.
I think he could just spell Tszyu the regular way, but you know what? That's what he do the best. He just use unnecessary letters to complete his last name. That's what he do.
Now, A-side, you just joined in on the fray.
Did you see?
Now, 1 minute. So I don't.
You done backed up everything I was telling you. Everything I've been saying. I told you.
Wake up, please.
I gotta keep it. I gotta keep it 100. Y'all know, man. You know, I like Tim Tszyu. You know what I mean? He's a poor man's version of Triple G.
That's rough.
I think Fannin has hit some hitters over here for one of our brothers. And
Romeo said, Super Chat says purchase, but doesn't show. Yeah, they playing games on my channel, bro. Just
Yeah,
do
that's
me a favor,
wild.
Romeo. Take a screenshot of it and just send me the screenshot on Instagram, bro. Anybody having issues with the super chat, please take a screenshot of it and just send it to me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word, man.
Hey, bro, what you mean? What you mean by that?
Huh?
What you mean by he's a poor man, Triple G, or
He
something?
is like he's like Triple G had exceptional power. He fights like Triple G, but he don't got exceptional power. You see what I'm saying? Like,
I see what you're saying. Yeah,
he comes forward, he fights similar to Triple G, but he don't got that exceptional type of power and jab.
Hey, and I disagree with Marco. I think this is about to be a statement fight with I wish Marco was still up here. I think this is about to be a statement fight with Tim. So he about to get up for Thurman. For something telling me, I don't know why. Something telling me he's about to get up for Thurman. He about to be.
I may not remember this. I know the older heads on here remember this. But once upon a time, there was a man named Floyd Mayweather, right? And Floyd Mayweather, once upon a time, was looking to fight a guy by the name of Miguel Cotto. And once upon a time, Miguel Cotto was sitting ringside a couple of times for Floyd Mayweather fights and chose not to fight that man. And then once upon a time, they threw a man in the ring by the name of Henry Brucelis, who was supposed to be in the cut in the same cloth of Miguel Cotto against Floyd Mayweather to see how that style would look against Floyd Mayweather. You remember that, Dub C?
I was drunk.
Yeah, they put Henry Brucelis in there because he was a poor man version of Miguel Cotto. Am I lying, Dub?
No, you're lying.
And what did Floyd say after that? He said, "This what y'all wanted to see?"
I think I see where you're getting at.
He said, "This what y'all wanted to see? How this style's gonna fare against me?" Right? He wasn't exactly Miguel Cotto, but he was a test run. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Tim Tszyu was a test run of Triple G. Triple G had exceptional power and exceptional jab. You understand? And Tim Tszyu don't have that, but he's consistent. He's durable. He's committed to the sport. He ain't out of shape. You understand? He's a hard worker. Lunch pail, hard hat. That's what Tim Tszyu is.
Stopped him too.
Blue,
he stopped him, sellers.
Blue,
he stopped him like in the 8th round.
Yeah.
Blue, who you favor with Sebastian Fundora and Tim Tszyu?
That's a good fight, man. I'm gonna have to say Tim Tszyu because of consistency.
Yeah, that's what I would say too. Just because of that.
He's consistent. He's fundamentally sound. So I would favor Tim Tszyu. But hey, let's get our last words, man. I gotta get out of here.
Oh yeah, I was looking at the time too.
And
so
go ahead, Asa.
Go ahead. Hey, Dub last. I don't care who goes first, just Dub last, because I'm not about to hear it tonight, and that's just it, man.
I'll go first.
Yes, I can.
Go ahead, Fo.
It ain't really nothing boxing related. I just want to say I appreciate y'all, everybody in the chat, all my brothers up here for welcoming me back home. Unfortunate situation, nothing new, but I'm all right. I did come on with COVID. I am battling COVID right now, me and my pregnant fiance. So just put a couple of prayers up for us. But we all right. We got our medication today. But that's why I keep muting, because I'm coughing a lot and things like that. But I had to step up tonight. So I just want to say I love all y'all. Appreciate y'all.
Before you go, folks.
Play more. I don't know what Fatty got going on, but I'm catching them in the chat. I'm getting them out of here as soon as possible.
They mad, bro. They be all right.
Shout out to all my brothers up here, man. Hey, we gonna keep it pushing with this boxing talk. And yeah.
Before you go, I just want to let the chat out. We're gonna do this together real quick.
Yeah.
Chat, I just want to let y'all know I'm finna cook Fo real quick. We finna get off this panel, but I'm finna cook Fo because he was talking greasy before we got on here. So
this is a sneak attack.
And I'm gonna let y'all know.
Activated the COVID.
This is a sneak attack.
I'm gonna let y'all know
bro.
how it go tomorrow. So yeah, tap in.
All right, brother.
All right, love y'all boys.
Hey,
I guess it's on me since Dub is last.
Yeah, you know, you and Dub, y'all always go back and forth at it, and I don't got time for it today.
Yeah. well, first things first, I want to apologize to Dub for putting that jacket on you yesterday. You know what I'm saying? Definitely didn't want to put that jacket on you. You know what I mean? Didn't realize.
What's the jacket? With the Eminem.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
I gotta sleep on that.
I don't want to put that jacket on you, man. That was my bad, bro. I didn't realize. I apologize.
It was raining, so I was cool.
Yeah.
It was
all right,
raining.
cool. All right.
You got caught in the rain.
It's something like that, pretty much. Yeah, man. Look, man. I got my eye on the prize, man. I want PBC to be successful. You know what I mean? But I also want to see great fights, man. And I'm not picking PBC over great fights. So I hope they get it together. I hope they give us what we need as a fans. I do not appreciate this card so far on the face level, on the aesthetic level. Maybe it will turn out to be a great card and be worth the money. But yeah, no more of these, man. You got too many fighters on your stable to be giving us this and charging us for it. So I got my eye on there, man. I hope they're working everything out. Al's a great businessman, but right now the eyebrows are raised on what I see. But boxing has to win in 2024. I appreciate you guys. Thank you, A-Side. Thank you, Dub. Thank you, Blue. Thank you in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Yo, thank you to 4K for having my back in this chat while they trying to assassinate my character out here. You know what I'm saying? But a player's still gonna do what he do. We all right.
Salute. And I heard you've been holding your own against some other channels, man.
Yo, listen, they mad.
Out there, Claymore.
They're not pro boxing, man, and I'm fearless. So they're gonna see what they gotta see. Feel how to feel. That's it.
Yeah, this training over here. That's what we do over here.
That's it. They don't know. They don't know I'm in the realest boot camp, and that I'm built like that. I got my hard hat on, so I'm straight.
Easy work.
Yeah, we train you over here, and we send you out to the other chats.
All right, Claymore. Dub, his name is C. What they do, Dub?
What's up, brother?
I'm chilling. What's going on?
Yeah, man, I can't wait till that Bivol and Better Be fight.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm trying to bet anybody in the chat.
Yeah, they said that fight ain't till June.
I like Bivol.
What June? What? Blue?
I ain't get the exact date, but they told me in June, man. I'm like, June?
What? Better Be even Bivol?
Yeah. I
thought it was in May. I seen on Twitter it said May.
That's what I thought. I was told from a good source that DAZN planning to have it. DAZN planning to have it in Saudi Arabia in June.
Yeah, you might be right. I was reading on Twitter, so I was reading the dude. What's his name? Michael Benson.
Michael Benson.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He was saying look for it in May.
That's what I was hoping, but now they said in June. Like, man.
Yeah, we gotta. I don't know, man. We need to get a petition together, man, and start going all them Amazon Prime not really Amazon. We need to go to the PBC. We need to go at the Zone. All these promoters, man, that's been working us with these garbage fights. Last year was a good year though. They need to start from when they kicked off, when they stopped that last year, man. Because they going back to 2022.
Yeah, exactly.
They ain't even, you know what I'm saying? They didn't take off from 2023 and keep it rolling. They going backwards, man.
Exactly.
And man, if I ever.
Oh man.
You see this A-Side?
Yeah, they calling me too. They about to battle.
Hello.
Fo and Shine about to do.
Blue, you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
You hear the phone, Blue?
Yeah. They on it.
Right, they about to duel. Man, I'm yo.
You see these fools just group chat, FaceTime while we on.
Man, they about to go at it.
Man, A-Side, 4K.
Yeah, they calling me again. They about to go at it, man. Hey, man, we're on live. They wild.
Yeah, let's get out of here, though.
All right, man. All right, Doug. All right, Blue. Love y'all, man. Talk to y'all later. Hey, salute chat. If you've been rocking with us tonight and you rock with the Blue Blood Sports TV and you point A side, go ahead and make sure you smash that like button on your way out. This content is not free. However, you can pay for this content by smashing that like button on your way out. Be tuned in for tomorrow. Are we going live this weekend for the fight?
Who's fighting this weekend?
Mugia.
Oh, Mugia. And
yeah.
When is that? Saturday, right?
Yeah. I'll be shot at 9-7. I don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah, we'll play it by ear.
Yeah, we'll play. All right, cool. All right, y'all. A side is on fumes. I am out.
All right, great brother. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notification. Follow us on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. So we got for y'all. We gone. Peace.
Peace.